Just be a witness to your internal state, your thoughts, feelings, sensations, breathing, everything. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to remember all that you've heard about enlightenment, different point of views. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to consider that all these are point of views, not the truth. And enlightenment does not mean you lose your body. Enlightenment means that you're aware that you're not the body. Allow the thought that displaces you to arise in your mind. Like, what if I lose my body in meditation? And notice what stirs up inside of you and just let it be. What if I lose my body in meditation? Nobody loses body in the meditation. You have a body and you can choose to be in the body. Enlightenment is just a recognition that you have a body and you are a spirit. But all that triggers inside you feel, just notice that and just welcome it. It's just a point of view. Just let it be. Whatever triggers is a flight and fight response. It's a response. Just be with it, let it be, and just set it free as best as you can. And whatever is remaining in this moment, just let it be. What if I lose my body in meditation? That thought, whatever it brings up, is a sensation or feeling. Where do you feel that sensation in the body?
In probably on the shoulders and
Okay.
near the stomach.
Just let it be. Welcome it. It's just a sensation. It doesn't mean anything. Be with it.
The
Don't
another
resist.
another thought that is coming in, like in me, is
Yes.
that Sadhguru was talking in one of his videos that he, after a certain stage, he stops the people from going and doing meditation. Instead, he focuses on they doing social service and all that stuff, because he was telling that it's not sure when the enlightenment happens, they will, you know, be able to hold to their body or not.
Right. So, what is the are you doing the meditation that he teaches?
No, no, I don't do. I just sit down and listen to what Eckhart Tolle says, and usually that helps me to become aware and relaxed.
Okay.
Many times, even
So,
when
have you learned any yeah, have you learned any course from Sadhguru or any meditation from him?
so before, I think when this all these things happened, for the first time, I used to do Sambhavi Mudra and Isha Kriya from him
Acha.
without training, just watching YouTube videos. And I think that, and there were two more
Okay.
meditations that he was suggesting. So there were 3 to 4 meditations that I would do from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can stop following him. Means like one of the things is that he's whatever his advice is for his students,
Yeah.
and ideally students who have done some courses and uh, doing the teaching, doing the meditation that he is teaching. In
Hmm.
that there may be a possibility that it may happen. But in other systems like what Eckhart Tolle does, or
Hmm.
Vipassana, or other Buddhist meditation,
Hmm.
uh, the possibility is not there, or very rare maybe, of this, something like this happening.
Hmm.
Okay, so are you doing any kind of meditation currently that Sadhguru is teaching?
So I stopped after that incident, and like I have a very strong resistance to, like, I would start feeling fear if I do any kind of a formal form of meditation, right? Like, for example, focusing on breath, or I mean, focusing on breathing is fine. Like, Vipassana also, I never felt any discomfort or anything even after doing that. I felt discomfort when I was doing twin heart meditation from pranic healing. That would usually trigger my anxiety after a week or 2 week or 3 week. So I stopped that also. So nowadays, the meditation that I do is basically keep my eyes open. I just listen to what Eckhart Tolle says, like in his meditation, and try to focus on and realize, like, uh, the
Hmm.
gaps between his words.
Then there is no problem, because in that process is very safe. Okay.
Okay, okay.
So what other thought is coming right now? What if I'm not able to control it?
Yeah,
Okay. So can you allow yourself to think and feel, or have this thought, what if I'm not able to control it? And could you just notice what stirs up inside of you and just be with it? What is the intensity of that feeling which stirs up inside of you right now?
zero almost now.
Okay. So what if I'm not able to control it? You don't have to control anything.
Yeah,
Enlightenment is also a gift of the universe, of the divine. Let the divine control it. What if the energy surges and I'm knocked off? Could you allow yourself to be knocked off as much as you can?
yeah,
Could you allow yourself to resist being knocked off as much as you do?
yeah. It just creates more pressure in the body.
Okay. So can you allow yourself to have that pressure in the body
Yeah,
and resist being knocked off?
yeah,
And in this moment, could you allow yourself to surrender and be knocked off? And knocked off has a meaning in your mind.
yeah,
It doesn't mean anything actually.
yeah.
What if the energy surges and I'm knocked off?
So that is not also happening, or I think that energy surge that used to happen before, that would make me very I would say very fearful, and all that stuff was the energy I think that came last time when we were discussing about those thoughts, right?
Uh,
Now it's more like body
Now
side.
it's not there.
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. So now the last, yesterday, whatever happened, or that experience,
Hmm.
now what's going to happen to me? In a
Hmm.
like, when you reach one stage and then you felt, now what's going to happen to me?
Yeah.
So can you allow yourself to feel and experience this uncertainty about what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to me? Me means the ego, means the identity, Madhusudan Kumar, that identity.
Yeah.
That
So that
identity
is
has
that,
given.
what if I lose myself completely?
Yeah.
And I don't want, I can sense that at the same time I don't want to lose that myself,
Hmm.
that
So,
Madhusudan that I've created.
hmm.
Yeah. And then I basically judge the moment that, I want the things to be normal. Like, when I was little bit identified with thinking, these are the kind of thoughts that come when I go into that state.
Okay. So, Abhi, uh, very good. So, what's going to happen to me? Can you allow this thought to come? And let's welcome this thought and the associated feeling, sensation, and emotion. What's going to happen to me if I get enlightened? The
Yeah.
me that you're talking about is your identity.
Yeah.
And the identity, when you discover yourself as a spirit soul who does not have any name or anything, that identity may not mean anything after that. Right now, it's very meaningful. You are attached to it. You don't want to let go it. But after enlightenment, also you will have it, but you
Yeah.
will not be attached to it.
Yeah.
So, can you allow yourself to have this thought? What's going to happen to me? And notice whatever triggers in your mind and body, and what are the sensations, and where do you feel that sensation in the body?
So right now I'm feeling in the back.
Back.
Yeah.
Can you allow yourself to just let it be and witness it and let it dissolve and dissipate with time?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Very good. Just notice all that triggers when you say or think what's going to happen to me, and any other associated thought. Am I going to live or die? So you're going to live.
Yeah. Much more freely.
You're going to live. Only that you will not have the identity, that me that you think you are. Allow yourself to experience the me that you think you are. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be the being which is beyond me in this moment?
So for me also, when we talk about being, though I know that it's not true, what happens is that there is an image that comes in my mind where something is rising from my, lower, I would say, lower spine, and then it goes
Ah,
on my head. That is what
okay,
that is what the image comes up, and then I feel like, something, something magical has happened or something like that. That's what, for me,
okay.
the image of the enlightenment is.
Very good. So whatever image you have in about enlightenment, could you allow yourself to witness that and be and let it be and just set it free as best as you can? Whatever image, thought, or feeling you have of being or being your unlimited self, just release all of that and notice how does that mean, how does that feel in the body, and just let it go. Am I going to live or die?
I'm
What's
good.
going to happen to me? What can go wrong? What are the associated thoughts with that? What can go wrong? What if I lose myself completely? Can you allow yourself to feel that fear of losing yourself completely as much as you do and just be with it, let it be, and just set it free? Where do you feel that fear of losing yourself completely?
Right now, I don't know. I mean, I'm not able to feel that fear.
Wonderful, very good. But what if you lose yourself completely?
Nothing
Don't
will happen. Nothing, you know.
don't
So
don't answer. Just feel if there is anything remaining, it will come up now. What if you lose yourself completely? Notice what stirs up inside of you as you listen to that question. What if you lose yourself completely? And notice the sensation. Your questions are all about identity, current identity. Your
yeah,
what if I lose myself completely? What if you lose your identity? That is the question, actually. What if you lose your identity?
yeah,
Nothing, you will be enlightened. What if you lose your identity completely? You will be enlightened. There is a fear of enlightenment, actually.
yeah. And not only fear of enlightenment, also fear of missing out. That, what if that happens, then what are the things that I'm going to miss out?
Uh,
Because
so that is a belief.
that, yeah,
It's a belief that if you get enlightened, then you will not be able to enjoy life or like do many things. You will
yeah,
not be.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah. But also at the same time, I am longing for enlightenment because I feel the problems that I have in my life can only be solved after enlightenment.
uh,
So both the parts were there. That's why, uh, basically this feeling, the body responds so strongly because of this conflict.
hmm. So, what problems you want to solve by enlightenment?
One of the one of the problems that I don't know. I mean, I want to have a very well-to-do life, like for example, financially, relationship-wise, work-wise, family-wise, health-wise.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What exactly? What did you say? Can you repeat that?
I want to have a I want to have good life in terms of financially, in terms of relationship, in terms of health, in terms of work.
So, and you think that enlightenment will solve these problems?
I think that if I get enlightenment, if I get enlightened, these problems will be very easy for me to deal with.
Hmm. Okay.
So this is the
So,
first.
can you,
Sorry,
yeah, can you allow yourself to feel that way? And
but I feel this is greedy, to think that.
uh, hmm, yeah, and greedy is bad, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So in one way you're thinking like this, and then other side of you is saying that, oh, that's greedy and that's bad.
yeah,
So you think that enlighten will enlightenment will solve some problems in life.
yeah,
In this moment, could you allow yourself to feel or think that enlightenment will solve many problems of life and create a good life as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to consider that enlightenment will only give you enlightenment, nothing else. In fact, enlightenment will give you nothing.
yeah,
And in this moment, could you allow yourself to? long for enlightenment as much as you do. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to let go of longing that?
Yeah, letting go makes me feel a little bit unease in my stomach.
Okay. So, can you allow yourself to long for enlightenment as much as you do?
Yeah,
Can you allow yourself to long for enlightenment as much as you do? And notice how does that feel like?
very very heavy in the body.
Okay. Just notice that stress or heaviness. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to long for enlightenment as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be in this moment and embrace
So what
the
is
enlightenment that's already present? In this moment, could you allow yourself to long for enlightenment as much as you do?
so now basically what I'm feeling right now is that I'm almost going to be losing my awareness of breath, and because it feels like I'm becoming very single pointed or something like that.
Acha. So, how does that make you feel in the body?
I try very strongly to cling to my breath.
Can you allow yourself to cling to your breath as much as you do?
Yeah.
And could you allow yourself to just let go of that as much as you can?
Yeah, this makes my shoulder heavy.
Can you allow yourself to allow your shoulders to get heavy as much as it does? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to cling to your breath as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to let go of that as much as you can? Could you allow yourself to cling to your breathing as much as you do? And notice how does that feel like the muscles which are contracted, the stress that it creates, and just be with it. And in this moment, just let it go and just drop it as much as you can, knowing that you're doing your best. And again, allow yourself to cling to your breath as much as you do. And in this moment, let go of that as much as you can.
Yeah, then now the next thought that is coming is that, now the enlightenment is happening, and then my body reacts.
Acha. So now the enlightenment is starting.
Yeah.
So allow yourself to feel whatever stirs up inside of you, inside of you, and just witness it and notice the resistance and allow yourself to resist and just be with it. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to notice that now the enlightenment starting. Now the enlightenment is starting, and notice all that stirs up inside of you.
Yeah, now the thoughts processes like, what is going to happen to me, whether I will able to control this, handle this. This is
Yeah.
what's coming on now.
So allow all those thoughts, feelings to arise and just be with it, let it be, and just set it free as best as you can. Where do you feel that feeling in your body?
I don't feel now anything like, just little bit shoulders are heavy. That's all. And like
Very
little bit of heaviness here around my forehead, just above my forehead.
okay. So allow yourself to resist it and notice all that stirs up inside of you, that resistance, wherever you feel. Wonderful. Notice so what are you experiencing?
So now what I'm experiencing is more like I'm now aware of my breath. I'm aware of things happening around me and all that stuff. But then there is my mind which is constantly judging everything and it's saying that, how
Okay.
difficult it is.
Hmm. Just be a witness of that. And do you have anything in the body, any feeling or sensation in the body
Yeah, so before it was little bit of heaviness in the body, little bit of heaviness near chest.
now?
Yeah, now it's little bit of heaviness near chest.
Just allow yourself to experience it and that let it melt away. Just be a witness. Enlightenment is starting. So notice the resistance, that heaviness in your chest, shoulders, wherever it is. Just be with it and just let it be. Just set it free as best as you can. And allow all the thoughts and feelings to trigger when you feel now the enlightenment is starting. And just be with it. Allow yourself to resist it. Allow yourself to try to stop your enlightenment as much as you do. And just be with it. Allow yourself to long for enlightenment as much as you do. And allow yourself to stop your enlightenment as much as you do. Both the things you are doing. Allow yourself to long for enlightenment now and notice how it does that feel like. And in this moment, allow yourself to resist your enlightenment, stop the enlightenment. Sorry,
No, no, I was not feeling
what
like
did
for
you say?
both the thoughts now. I'm saying for both the thoughts now I feel neutral, little like probably one or something.
Very
Just
good.
little
That's
bit of
nice.
heaviness
That's
is there in
nice.
my.
That's good. Ah, very nice. So we
So
are on track.
relaxing. It's so relaxing.
But this is what is happening. You're longing. Yeah, there is a smile on your face because of this. Because and then when it's happening, you feel that it's happening. Now the enlightenment is starting. So the resistance is coming. And will what
Yeah.
will I if I can't control it? What if I die? And all those thoughts and feelings. Can you allow yourself to embrace enlightenment as much as you can? Can you allow yourself
Yeah.
to resist enlightenment as much as you do in this moment? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to embrace and let enlightenment as much as you can? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to resist enlightenment as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to embrace enlightenment as much as you can? In this moment, could you allow yourself to resist or stop enlightenment as much as you do? And notice how does that feel like? And just let it let it let it free, set it free. Relax all the muscles and embrace the enlightenment as much as you can. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to resist the enlightenment as much as you do? And just set it
Yeah. So
free.
I'm feeling now heaviness in my. Yeah,
Where?
I'm feeling heaviness in my head and heaviness in my head here in my forehead.
And could you allow
and
yourself
a
to
little bit
feel
of,
that heaviness and just
yeah.
be a witness to it and just let it be and set it. And if there is any fear of enlightenment, just feel it. Just let it be and just set it free as best as you can. Wonderful. And embrace enlightenment. And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be attached to enlightenment and all those ideas as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to let go of your attachment and be indifferent to that as much as you can? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be attached to enlightenment and all those great ideas as much as you do and crave for it?
So when I basically when my awareness goes near around my head, I feel intense, like not intense, but fear in my body.
Can you allow yourself to feel that fear as much as you do and just let it be and just set it free as best as you can? Because nothing is going to happen,
Yeah.
nothing is happening. Can you allow yourself to be attached to enlightenment and all those ideas as much as you do? And in this moment, could you be detached or indifferent to the idea of enlightenment as much as you can? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be attached to that idea as much as you do and crave for it? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to be detached and indifferent to the idea of enlightenment as much as you can? And notice how does that feel like? Be attached to that idea and notice how does that feel like? Be
So now
detached to that.
basically an image came in my mind of, basically my body completely cracking. And then like when I'm trying to feel the heaviness in my head and the my basically heaviness in my shoulder. And then it responded, like my body responded with little bit of fear, not like probably two or three fear.
Now, whatever is coming now, just let it come up
Hmm.
and let it dissolve.
Okay.
This is the core of the thing.
Mhm.
Allow yourself to be attached to enlightenment as much as you do. And in this moment, would you allow yourself to be indifferent to the idea of enlightenment? And notice how does that feel like?
So can you use another word for indifferent? What does that exactly mean?
Detached.
Sorry,
Detached
detach.
or
Okay.
not attached. Not attached.
Okay, got it.
And this moment, could you allow yourself to feel that attachment to enlightenment and notice how it feels in your body, where you feel it, and just let it be and melt it. Allow it to melt away, dissolve, dissipate. And in this moment, could you surrender to this moment as best as you can? could you allow yourself to surrender to this moment as best as you can? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to fear enlightenment as much as you do? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to surrender in this to this moment as best as you can? And notice how does that feel like? And in this moment, could you allow yourself to fear enlightenment as much as you do and resist it and stop it from happening? And all that stirs up inside of you, just let it go. Let it dissolve and melt away. Release it. Wonderful, wonderful, very. So in this moment, could you allow yourself to surrender to this moment as best as you can and allow any fear to arise, welcoming it, resisting enlightenment as best as you can, as best as you do it, as much as you do it, and just letting go of it, setting it free, letting it go, surrendering to the moment, to the universe, to existence, and welcoming any fear, resistance, and trying to stop it as best as you can. Allow yourself to stop it and just drop it now. Just let it go and just surrender to the moment, to the now, to the present as best as you can. And allow any thoughts, feeling, emotions to interfere that as much as it does. And in this moment, allow yourself to surrender to the universe completely. And also welcome any fear, emotion, sensation to stop you from that. And in this moment, allow yourself to surrender yourself to the universe. And in this moment, allow fears, resisting it as much as you do. Allow that resistance to come up. And in this moment, allow yourself to surrender. And in this moment, allow yourself to resist it. And allow yourself to surrender completely. And allow yourself to resist it as much as you do. And surrender completely as best as you can. And resist it as much as you do. And surrender as best as you can. And resist as much as you do. And surrender completely. And resist as much as you do. and just witness whatever is inside and beyond. Accept the truth of the moment. What is, what isn't. This is it. Just be a witnessing presence, an awareness, the consciousness that you are. Wonderful. Very good. What is the experience now?
The experience is that I feel little bit of heaviness in above my chest and little bit of heaviness in my head.
Okay. What is the intensity of that feeling?
It would be around 4 or something.
Okay. Anything less than 5 melts away automatically. Just be a witness to that. Just let it be. Are you resisting it? Do you want it to go away?
No, I'm fine with it.
Okay. Just let it be and just relax all the muscles around that. Just drop everything. Just, just release it. Wonderful. Very good. And now whatever is remaining, just be with it and let it melt away with time. Just relax and just let go. Very good. You can now slowly open your eyes. So,
Yeah.
how was this session?
It's yeah, we actually got the core one. When you were telling me, then only those thoughts would trigger usually, right?
Yes,
So it was very true that one part of me was resisting and the other part was scared of it.
yes.
Sorry, one part wanted it really bad and the other part was very scared of happening it.
Ah.
So fighting it when I followed what you were doing and I was just being with it. I was already aware. I mean, this is my experience of already that I want to go to. Yeah. So yeah, I think it was very good. I'm very happy in that sense. In the middle, I was also feeling some of the times, those thoughts would come that I did not even do anything special, and it still happened to me.
Hmm.
It's a gift that I'm aware of, that grace is a gift that you get. Uh, and I'm really grateful to everybody around me who helped me through the process. So I think that that time it went wrong because I was doing Kriya Yoga. I think I was lucky. I did not do too much. Yeah. So
So
that,
now there is nothing to worry, and all that thing which unconsciously happens, now we made it conscious, right? So in your moments when you're alone, when you're meditating or not, or whatever that comes up, and when you are close to enlightenment and whatever triggers, all those things has become conscious now. So let's see what opens up for you in the coming days with because of this session. A
yeah,
lot of thing unconscious thing have become conscious and also released a lot of things, and uh, there are many deep realizations also you got during this session, which maybe some of them are conscious now, but some of them you will realize as the few in the next few days also. So this is going to produce major breakthroughs in your
Yeah,
life.
thank you for that. So I am very happy now that I'm practiced over the years to become receptive. When this that thing happened, I was very fighting with it, very stubborn and fighting with it. Did not
Hmm.
even wanted to listen to people when they were telling me.
Hmm.
Yeah, so thankfully, but now I am better at that when to shut my mouth. Yeah, I had a lot of problem with authority, right? And God is authority, so
Hmm.
I did not wanted to listen to
Hmm.
people around me and all that. So that is good. Apart from that, so during the day, I think because of this was going on right continuously in the background, I would feel less motivated, right? Whenever I wanted to do something, that I was like, I'm not interested in doing anything because I'm already in the background processing so much of it, right? So that's
Hmm.
good. That good that they have become conscious. Probably let us see 1 or 2 weeks, and then again, if it's required, we will do
Yes.
another session.
Sure, sure. So, this I've recorded this video. It can help a lot of people who are near enlightenment and like having fear of enlightenment.
Yeah,
So, do you have my your permission to upload this on YouTube? If कोई सर्च करता
definitely.
है किसी को मिलता है तो it will be great for help for it.
I'm happy to do that, help that. I would, I also am thinking to work in that direction, but I am happy to realize also that along with it, that I have not reached that much of clarity that I go right and then, people get
Yes.
misguided. I want to be responsible guide also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Great, but you can start working on that direction.
Yeah, yeah,
Don't wait.
yeah, definitely, definitely. I would want to work on. So yeah, definitely. All
Okay,
right.
so
If
yeah,
something comes up, if something
yes,
that I'm struggling with, I will message you or call you.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for,
Yes.
guiding me. So,
Yeah.
like, so basically now I have accepted like basically three people as my guru. Eckhart Tolle is one. I know you are aware of Nityanand, whose place is at Ganeshpuri.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yeah. So he is my second guru whom I am accepted, and third are you. Thank you. Because
Okay.
in the previous session itself, I got a
Yeah.
lot of clarity. And I think you
Yeah.
need somebody physically present to you when you're struggling
Yes,
to help
yes.
you, guide you, answer your questions. And
Absolutely.
yeah, so it gave me a lot of clarity, like about our initial discussion itself about, right,
Mm,
when does this thing happen and when does
mm,
not happen, right?
mm.
That itself gave me clarity. And if I have some questions like that bothers me, I will be happy to ask you.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. See you
Thank you.
soon. Bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.